These sandstone mines are killing tens of thousands of men. They're constantly breathing in clouds of toxic dust that cause a deadly lung disease.
डॉक्टर बोलता है जमा हुए आपके पत्थर का जमा हुए इधर.
Most workers don't make it past the age of 40.
ये बीमारी का घर है.
Annu has worked here his whole life, and so did his father, but it destroyed his lungs. To pay for medical bills, workers have to borrow money from their employer, but they don't earn enough to pay off these loans. So they keep working here, even though this dust is suffocating them now too. Activists say this is a form of modern-day slavery.
वो बोल नहीं सकता क्योंकि कर्ज लिया है तो बॉन्डेड है ही.
But as global demand grows for this sandstone, this work is creating an entire village of widows who are now trying to pay off loans of those who are long gone.
घरवाला में बीमारी हो गई, लड़की ने बीमारी हो गई, हमारे दो भाई उन्होंने बीमारी हुई.
So why are conditions at these mines so deadly? And how can families get away from a job that's killing them as long as they're chained by debt? Just a few miles from the sandstone quarries of Rajasthan lies this village. Almost every single resident here is a widow. Years of breathing dust at the quarries took their husbands' lives. Now they have also turned to sandstone to support their families. Like 27-year-old Bimla.
મારે તરીકે હું કહું જણો તો બચ્ચો પાપા કહું ને હીકે કે પાપા જેડ પાપા સો ગાયબ બાપ ગયો.
Now, the women spend their days chipping away at these smaller sandstone pieces, shaping them into tiles, while the men work in the heart of the quarry. Over $160 billion worth of unmined sandstone can be found in Rajasthan. The men start by cutting stones from the walls of this pit. They drill holes about a foot apart and create outlines with paint so they know where to eventually cut the rock.
दिल मशीन चलेगी, कंपी उड़ेगी, वो जाएगी शरीर में, दाने दाने पैदा होंगे, उस वजह से बीमारी हो जाएगी.
No one wears a mask because temperatures here can hit nearly 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're constantly exposed to this fine dust. It builds up deep in the lungs. The body tries to wall it off with scar tissue, but that hardens the lungs and over time makes it impossible for oxygen to pass through. That's called silicosis, a deadly disease.
मेरे पिताजी की बीमारी ऐसे हुई और मेरे की भी ऐसे होगी.
To cover his father's care, the family borrowed money from a local bank and the quarry supervisor. Both charge interest. Annu was trying to pay this off when he got hurt. He was breaking a slab just like these workers when a rock dropped and shattered his foot.
2014 में मेरा एक्सीडेंट हुआ था. जब मेरे पिताजी बीमार थे और 2014 में ऑपरेशन हुआ तो मेरे मम्मी ने 1.5 लाख का लोन लिया था. तो मैंने यहाँ लोन की वजह से यहाँ मतलब आना शुरू हुआ वापिस.
Today he says he owes 125,000 rupees or about $1,380. And paying it off has been hard because he earns just $5 a day, not nearly enough to keep up with expenses and make loan payments.
यही भी काम है तो कैसे आज़ाद होगा. कोई आज़ाद का तो सपना भी भूल जाइए.
We couldn't track down the operator of Annu's quarry, but another mine owner we contacted didn't answer any of our phone calls. Most workers live a couple of miles from the quarry in Bhilbasti neighborhood. Including 32-year-old Hira Ram, who has been sick for 8 years. His 26-year-old wife Shayati looks after him. And silicosis patients often grow painfully thin because they lose their appetite.
रोटी बिल्कुल मुंडे में नहीं घालता है जो आइयो करते करते थोड़ा घणो की खाए जन तो शरीर में गाढ़ आए नहीं जनो चक्कर आवे कोरो जो बुखार आवे तेज तो
To afford treatment, Shayati had to send their children away to live in government hostels. It's a sacrifice she's learned to live with.
छोटी शादी करी जीना बहुत बुरा लगता है पर जाऊँ कटो ही ना अभी हम निकल दम कर जाऊँ पर मजदूरी कर नहीं करो खाऊं कम पेट में इलाज कटो करो.
Shayati's neighbor Sapna is trapped in the same cycle. Her husband died 5 years ago from the same disease that's killing Hira. But before he passed, he'd borrowed money, forcing Sapna into stonework.
कर्जा उठाना बहुत भारी पड़ जाता.
To pay off his loans, she had to borrow more, about 500,000 rupees or $5,500. This time from her boss at the quarry. But he charges 70% interest, and payments are due every 15 days. Meanwhile, as a woman, Sapna is paid about half of what the men make, just 300 rupees a day or about $3. Not nearly enough to raise 4 children on her own. Sapna's daughter came to work with her until the dust took her life too.
उन्हें आपकी बाप की बीमारी लागू रही है ना लड़की नहीं बाप बीमारी लाग मई खत्म हो गई.
She was only 20. And now Sapna also has silicosis. But she still works when she can.
बाहर जाने की कोशिश तो करी पर मैं ये नहीं है कि मेरी जिंदगी खराब हो गई मैं पत्थर तोड़ तो मेरे बच्चे रे जिंदगी खराब हो जाला था मैं क्यों वो किताब पढ़े नहीं बाहर ही.
Since losing her loved ones, Sapna has borrowed more, including money to pay for her family's funerals. She says she's still in debt, but doesn't know how much she owes. The women rarely meet the mine owners, who are allegedly wealthy locals with political ties. They lease the land from the government that owns it and sometimes use false names to escape accountability. They hire contractors to recruit workers, run the day-to-day operations, and negotiate loans.
ए उतरे ही नहीं तो कर्जा उतरे के घर क्या मेरे को तो काम हुए नहीं है तो ये कर्जा तो यही रहे लम्बाते तो.
In this village, Sapna is surrounded by other widows like her. Radha Bai began working at the quarry in 1983. A few years later, silicosis from mining killed her husband.
विधवा कहते तो बुरा तो लगेगा ना विधवा का नाम ही बेकार है. पति ना औरत का क्या जीना पर फिर भी बच्चे के लिए जीती हो.
The 60-year-old still mourns the partner she lost 29 years ago.
पति तो बढ़िया थे मेरे इतने अच्छे थे पति के लिए तो कहने के लिए कुछ है ही नहीं. मेरे पति तो भगवान राम ही थे.
To get by, Radha works in the quarry. She makes about 30 tiles a day and earns just 30 cents. Meanwhile, her boss can sell a single tile for up to 60 cents, twice what Radha makes in an entire day.
मेरे माँ बाप ने मेरे को पढ़ाया लिखाया भी नहीं. मेरा नाम जरूर लिख लेती हूँ आधा. क्या काम कर सकती हूँ. सपना तो पूरा पढ़ने के बाद में होता.
The widows aren't safe at the mines. They say they're constantly harassed by male workers. In many villages in India, they're believed to bring bad luck and are often shunned by their own families at occasions like weddings and baby showers. In ancient rituals, some Hindu families even burned widows alive at their husbands' funerals. The practice, called sati, was officially banned in 1829. But the stigma still exists.
बुरा तो लगे ना, बुरा तो बहुत बुरा लगेगा, ऐसा लगेगा जहर खा के मर जाए.
It's not just men and women who are trapped in these jobs, but children too. Even though child labor has been banned in India since 2016, kids above the age of 14 are legally allowed to work, but not in hazardous jobs like mining. Still, sometimes the children who end up here are even younger.
जो 10-12 साल के भी हैं तो वो भी आ जाते हैं, 1-2 ट्रॉली भरते हैं तो उसको 100-150 रुपये मिल जाते हैं, तो उसके मम्मी पापा के सारे वो बीमारी की वजह से वो थोड़ा घर खर्चा चलता है.
Annu never married because of his debt, and he lives with his parents. Today, he's meeting his cousin Navraji Ram for a cup of tea. Navraji was diagnosed 4 years ago with silicosis too.
दूसरी जगह मैं जो काम पे गया था, अगर 15-20 मिनट आधा घंटा ज़्यादा काम कर लेता हूँ लोड लगा के, तो वो सांस फूलने लग जाती है, तो वो मना कर लेते हैं, भाई मैं ऐसा आदमी मुझे नहीं सही है.
Navraji has also taken loans to send his children to school.
तो वो बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं, उनको जोर लगा के पढ़ाना हो, मैं पढ़ाऊँगा उसे जोर लगा के पढ़ाऊँगा, लेकिन खान का काम तो बिल्कुल नहीं है. स्कूल छोड़ने के बाद जब खान में गया ना, तो उस दिन से मैंने आज़ादी देखी नहीं है, आज़ादी क्या होती है.
He prays he can keep working for a few more years so he can pay off his debt.
वो भी सुबह शाम आ जाता है, मेरा कर्जा कब दोगे वापस, तो उसके भी टेंशन हो जाती है कि अब मैं कर्जा कहाँ से लूँगा, मैं पैसा इतना, मैं बहुत ज़्यादा दिमाग माइंड ख़राब हो जाता है. आवाज़ उठाने डरते हैं, लेकिन क्या कर रहे हैं.
To save money, Navraji has given up on treatment. But many miners get checkups at a nearby hospital.
अगर वो 10-15 साल काम कर लेते उसके बाद वो काम करने लायक ही नहीं रह पाते. उनको इवन चलने में भी उनको सांस लेने में दिक्कत आती है.
For decades, doctors were misdiagnosing many patients with tuberculosis, which is treatable. But workers kept dying. So in 2009, the Rajasthan State Human Rights Commission stepped in and discovered it was actually silicosis, a slow but certain killer. No one survives the disease.
वही हम बस उसको सिम्टोमेटिक केयर्स दे सकते हैं, है ना. प्रॉपर वो तो कैसे ला पाएगा उसकी प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग तो.
Independent estimates suggest that today there are about 800,000 cases of silicosis across Rajasthan. And even though this disease is a worker's life sentence, the rock they dig up travels far and wide. Sandstone is easier to carve than other rocks, so it has been used in India for centuries to build fortresses and palaces which draw hundreds of thousands of tourists each year. It was even used to construct the president's house. The state's capital, Jaipur, is famous for its sandstone structures. In 2025, about $60 million worth of sandstone left the country. Many exports are bound for the US, Europe, and the UK, where it's used to decorate bathrooms, driveways, and cobbled roads. In the US, a single square foot tile can range from $10 to $30, which is much more expensive than concrete. But before it's exported, the stone moves through a long chain of middlemen, erasing any link to specific quarries.
डीलर यूरोप या यूके में बैठा है, क्या उसके पास कोई ऑप्शन है? वो भी उतना ही वल्नरेबल है. बोल ही नहीं सकता है कि उसका पत्थर वहाँ जहाँ से आया वहाँ पे कोई एक्सप्लॉइटेड औरत नहीं थी.
Rana Sen Gupta runs a local NGO called Mine Labour Protection Campaign, or MLPC.
बड़े बिजनेसेस वो ये ऐसा स्टोन चाहते हो जिसमें किसी तरह का एक्सप्लॉयटेशन नहीं है। पर एट द सेम टाइम गवर्नमेंट जिसके थ्रू ये माइनिंग करवा रहा है, वहाँ गवर्नमेंट ये एश्योर नहीं कर रहा है कि एक्सप्लॉयटेशन नहीं हो। तो ऐसे में जो कंज्यूमर भी है वो चाह के भी एक अच्छा सा प्रोडक्ट नहीं ले सकता जिसमें कोई ब्लड स्ट्रेन्स नहीं हो।
Rana says it's hard for the government to keep track of conditions as there are over 30,000 mines cutting across Rajasthan and just one state agency to keep watch. So the NGO fills critical gaps while looking out for workers and widows.
राम राम विमला जी, की करो?
ठीक है,
ठीक हो?
मैं रोनी है भगवान बरादरी नाच दो करी।
मैं यहाँ पे आपका वो NHRC फाइल करनी है ना, तो उसके लिए आया हूँ। तो वो आप मुझे डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह दे दीजिए, तो वो NHRC लग जाएगी आपकी। ठीक है, कुछ आपके लिए हेल्प हो जाएगी।
The state is legally required to pay women a one-time sum of 300,000 rupees or about $3,300 if their husbands die of silicosis. But often, there are no employment contracts, and many women are too afraid to officially report their deaths.
परवाह है नहीं, एन आजकल अनपढ़ रहेगा, जान जे कागज बताओ के बाजी 1000 रुपये लो।
About 85% of women here can't read or write. Activists say mine operators take advantage of that when they issue their loans.
इसके पीछे वो ओनर का एक बहुत बड़ा दूरगामी उसका एक विजन रहता है कि इसको मैं हर वक्त अपने एक्सप्लॉइट कर सकता हूँ। अगर आप देखेंगे ये कॉन्टेम्प्रेरी फॉर्म्स ऑफ स्लेवरी है। कोई चेन से जंजीर से बैठ के तो बांधा नहीं है, लेकिन वो निकल भी नहीं सकता वहाँ से। और जो कर्ज में डूबा हुआ है, बीमार है, उसको दूसरा कौन लेगा? उसको वहाँ से रिलीफ कौन देगा?
By law, the state should give sick workers a one-time payment of about 100,000 rupees or $1,000. And government data shows that from 2022 to 2025, more than 118,000 people in Rajasthan applied for the aid, saying they had the disease. But the state only certified about 6,000 cases and paid out just 5,000. Experts say the government routinely rejects claims to dodge responsibility and limit how much it has to pay.
अगर आप माइनिंग डिपार्टमेंट में जाएंगे तो वो भी बोलेगा कि लेबर मेरा सब्जेक्ट नहीं है, और लेबर डिपार्टमेंट में जाएंगे तो वो भी बोलेगा मेरा सब्जेक्ट नहीं है। ऐसे में जाएंगे तो कहाँ जाएंगे? माइन ओनर्स जो है, माइनिंग इंडस्ट्री जो है, वो सरकार को कमा के देती है, और ये जो तकलीफ़ें मजदूरों को हो रही है उसमें सरकार का खर्च बढ़ जाता है। तो ऐसे में गवर्नमेंट अपने जो जहाँ से रेवेन्यू आ रहा है उसके तरफ अलाइंड होता है, न कि वर्कर्स की तरफ।
We emailed India's Ministry of Mines, its Labour Department, and Rajasthan's State Labour and Mining Departments, and called every number listed on their websites. 2 officials hung up on us when we started asking questions. Several of our calls went unanswered, and other numbers weren't in service, including the one for Rajasthan's silicosis help desk. Still, Rana says the state could save thousands in compensation if they focused on preventing the disease in the first place. He points to quarries around the world that use machinery, like wire saws to cut rocks, so workers are not directly exposed to dust. But that equipment can be expensive. And if mine owners won't buy it, Rana says the state should, as this land still belongs to the government.
गवर्नमेंट को देखना पड़ेगा कि अगर आप किसी को माइनिंग करने दे रहे हैं तो उसमें आप उनको बैकअप भी दीजिए। बेसिकली फाइनेंशियल, टेक्नोलॉजी, पॉलिटिकल विल के लिए एक गवर्नमेंट के अंदर एक सहमति होनी चाहिए कि हम अगर कमाएंगे तो हम किसी के ऊपर में किसी का शोषण करके नहीं कमाएंगे।
But the oppression goes back centuries. Most workers here are considered Dalit or untouchables. It's the lowest rung in the Hindu caste system, which was outlawed decades ago but still exists.
अब ये वर्कर्स, इन लोग बाई सिस्टम में ही ये लोग गांव के बाहर रखे जाते थे, और वो जहाँ रहते थे वो बेसिकली एक रॉकी सरफेस हुआ करता था, कोई फर्टाइल लैंड नहीं था।
There they found sandstone and other rocks and began selling them. Soon the government wanted to cash in, So it claimed ownership of all underground minerals and offered mining licenses. Historically, some were reserved for marginalized communities, but many locals couldn't afford these permits, and that opened a door for the wealthy.
बलवान थे जिनके पास पैसा था, उन्होंने इन लोगों के नाम पे लीज निकलवाए क्योंकि इनके लिए प्रेफरेंसेस गवर्नमेंट ने दिए थे.
So on paper, the work was reserved for the lowest caste, but in reality, the mining belonged to those with money.
गुस्सा बहुत आता है, लेकिन क्या करते हैं, गुस्से को भी जोर जोर से दबा दबा के काम करते हैं.
While we were filming this video, Hira Ram was admitted to the hospital.
राम राम सर, क्या करो, ठीक हो? तबीयत भी ठीक है आपकी?
डॉक्टर बोलते हैं जमा हुए आपके पत्थर का जमा हुए इधर. अभी सांस तो रहते हैं जमा हुए ना. मैं ही कमाने वाला था, बच्चों को कौन पालेगा, कोई कमाने वाला घर में नहीं.
Hira died a month after we filmed this documentary. He told us he'd always worry about the family and friends he would leave behind. Annu now has silicosis too. And he doesn't know how much longer his lungs will hold out. So he keeps a quiet list of the things he'd do if he ever escapes this dust, before it claims his life too.
ताकत होती, पैसे होते तो हम मजदूरों के वास्ते हम कोई हॉस्पिटल बनाते, कोई सहायता भी देते, बच्चों को ग्रामीण में कोई शिक्षा भी दिलाते, अच्छे काम करते.